Truth is, most of us don't have a perfect 850 credit score. We'd like to bump it up a bit. To get your credit score up, though, you always hear about those credit counseling services and agencies. Some are legit, some just are not. When I was in Missouri over Christmas, I was driving in the car lot because you don't walk there, you don't take public transit. I was in the car lot and I heard a lot of commercials on the radio. One stood out to me over and over. It said, "Don't let banks trick you into thinking you have to pay back your loans." You do have to pay back your loans. It's part of the agreement when they gave you money. They give you money, you give it back to them with interest. Now, sometimes you can negotiate down, but that's not a guarantee. And it seems obvious. But desperation leads people to fall for some of these gimmicks. And it's because having low credit can impact your life and your livelihood in such a debilitating way. There's a group called the Retail Action Project, RAP, which teamed up with other groups in New York to push for more fairness as they see it in the hiring process. As we mentioned, it's common practice industry-wide in many cases, in many places, to check credit history before hiring someone. I spoke with a retail manager. Her name's Onieka O'Keefe. She lives in New York, and she was looking for a new position. She wrote that article we just showed for RAP. Thanks to her loans from going to a private school for college and her resulting credit hit, she says her ambitions of landing a new job were crushed. Onieka, could you talk to me about your history with credit scores and it directly impacting your ability to gain certain employment?
There was an instance where I applied for a large department store, and in the interview, they made it aware to me that they were going to be doing a credit check because of the fact that I would be dealing with a large amount of money. And that was their specific wording. They said that because we're dealing with a lot of money, that you'll be counting a lot of money, that we're going to have to do a credit score, or a credit check rather. After about maybe a week or two passed by or so, and I gave them a call back, and they informed me that they went with another applicant.
And part of you thought that that had to possibly do with your credit score?
Mainly because I had the experience for the job, and in the interview it was discussed that I did have a lot of experience for the job, and that was clearly stated on my resume. Most of my, by that time I had at least 5 years of retail experience.
So your credit has taken some hits over the years, as millions and millions of Americans have. What's your credit story? How did you incur the debt?
Loans that I didn't pay off, that I didn't have an opportunity to pay off rather. Credit cards for, helping my sister get into school. Well, not necessarily get into school, but helping her with her school supplies and things like that, and taking care of things around the house.
It kind of feels like you're being penalized for trying to earn money to pay off that debt.
That's exactly what it feels like. And there's a lot of people who share the same sentiment, that it's like, it's not fair that I'm trying to get out of this hole, so to speak, and because I'm in the hole, I can't get out of the hole.
That job ended up not panning out, but you are speaking out, trying to make some changes in the retail industry and abroad when it comes to credit and employment.
Yeah, myself, along with other people who face the same things, we spoke out about it. And in New York City, now they banned, the discriminatory credit checks based on employment, which is, really good. But, we would like to see it flourish in other places as well.
What is your aspiration, both for yourself professionally and credit-wise, and what would you like to see happen around the nation when it comes to credit and employment?
I know that I want to do something that's going to help my community and help other people, that do not have the same privileges as others. And for the future, for others who are in the same, maybe worse situation than I am, I would like to see a bill passed that would help alleviate them so that they are able to work regardless of their credit score.